concern, misappropriation of funds, and inappropriate behavior of staff. Since then, I've faced working in a hostile environment.
State legislators get an earful from a juvenile corrections whistleblower.
Sexual abuse, physical abuse, mismanagement, all charges leveled by whistleblowers at Idaho's Department of Juvenile Corrections.
And tonight's legislative listening session for state employees is not the first time whistleblowers have addressed the issues with everyone, from human resources to the governor's office. But still, it's fallen on deaf ears. And tonight, we're on your side with why a lawsuit may be the only way to change that anytime soon. Juvenile corrections whistleblowers spent years collecting notebooks full of carefully documented issues and complaints, the biggest of which are outlined in a lawsuit against Director Sharon Herigfeld that's 24 pages long.
My biggest concerns at this point is the safety and security and the lack of integrity in our leadership team and accountability.
They claim the department is dysfunctional from the top down.
I've made several complaints to supervisors about different safety and security issues, which have been ignored.
So if that kind of corruption does exist, then it begs the question, what kind of oversight is there for Idaho's Department of Juvenile Corrections? For the most part, it's regulated itself. And former inmates say that's like asking the fox to guard the chicken coop. Ideally, an outside agency or board members would pay unannounced visits to facilities to see if they're complying. But inmates say even if they do, there's a problem.
The state officials that come in have no idea what they're looking for. They're so naive, but they're the people that are funding us. They're the people that are telling us how to spend the money. It's just crazy.
Robert is a former inmate who requested his identity be hidden for his safety. He says facility operators know how to prepare in advance.
The director comes in, and when all her big wigs in the state house come in, we put on this big show. It's like we get notified a week ahead when they're coming in, and we're waxing floors, it's everything, just making it look pretty. Because everybody's on their best behavior, and if you're not, you'll either get locked down or they'll make sure that you're in a spot where you won't be able to mess up.
Or sexual desire of yourself or the minor.
The high-profile arrest of a former security supervisor for allegedly having sex with a juvenile inmate put the spotlight on facilities in Canyon County. But whistleblower attorney Andrew Shoppy says the problems are statewide.
It's clear that it's not just a local problem to Nampa. It's a system-wide problem.
Shoppy says he knows of at least 5 cases of sexual abuse of juvenile inmates since 2000.
The effect of that, when they handle it in-house or administratively, is that you leave potential exploiters of children in positions of authority to do it again.
Robert says there are good staff members who mean well, but are overwhelmed by a culture of dysfunction.
It feels like it's everybody, but it's not everybody. It's just like higher ups. There were people with authority that could fire people. There were people that could silence people, that could send them on different shifts and say that you're not gonna, you're not gonna be involved with this. You're going to graveyard shift.
Now, again, we asked for a chance to interview Director Herigfeld about these allegations. We're simply sent a text reply that says the Idaho Department of Juvenile Corrections is committed to providing safe and secure facilities for juveniles. Since these stories have aired, by the way, we have received several other complaints about mistreatment of juvenile inmates that we will continue to follow for you.
Okay, so a lawsuit's been filed. Obviously, some of the whistleblowers are trying to reach out to state legislators. Who's finally going to listen to this?
Well, at the beginning of the show, we saw Rhonda Ledford, one of the key whistleblowers, who says she's written a note to every single legislator in the state, as well as the governor's office, and she says no one has really responded with anything that's going to fix the problem.
Sounds like there's a problem.